Hi there, Emmanuel here with T2S, Transformed to Succeed. Today, I'm gonna conclude a series that I started some time ago, and this is to help you set file permissions on a Linux system. In my previous videos, in this specific series, I talked about SetUID, and also we talked about SetGID. But in this video, we'll be just looking at StickyBit. So I'm gonna take you to the terminal here. I'm gonna need to start my terminal. So what I have here, that's a CentOS system installed on VMware Fusion. I'm using a Mac, and that's where my lab is pretty much installed. So you can do it from any box or system that you may have. I'm using CentOS because it's a Linux system flavor, pretty much like a replica of Red Hat Enterprise Linux, in short, RHEL. So I'm looking at CentOS 9 here. So what I want you to do is, first of all, let me explain StickyBit. It's a permission level that you set on a file or directory, preventing non-owners of the file or the directory to delete this file or this directory. You know, because of human error. Somebody that's not the owner of the specific file or directory may just, by some human mistake, human error, they can mistakenly delete or unwillingly delete a file. So to prevent that from happening, so you have to set a StickyBit on these files and directories, so that only the owner or the root user have the power to, or the permission, the right permission to manipulate, change, or delete the file or the directory. So what I'm gonna do here, we have a student here, and which show that, it tells you that this is the account that we're using. I'm gonna switch user by using the su command to become root. So I do that, it's gonna require me the password. And you see the prompt here has gone from the $sign to the hash sign, meaning that we have become root now. You can also tell by looking at this here. That's the login name. And here we have root as the login name. So I'm gonna clear the screen by using the clear command. And after I do that, now I'm gonna switch user to become user A. Make sure that you already have added user A and user B, because we'll be switching between the two here. So I switch to become user A, and I press enter, and you can see here, so we have moved from being root to becoming user A. And the next thing that I do, I go to the temp directory, files that are stored, or directories are stored in the temp. If you create a file and then you store it in this directory, when you reboot your system, everything will be deleted. If it wasn't done by the root or the system itself. So now we have become already user A. So I go into this, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a file here. So I'll call it sticky. Well, I'll call it my sticky. Call it my sticky, and that's done. So you can you can verify this file to see if it has been created. I'm gonna long list the file here. So see here, it belongs to this user, and this is the group where the user belongs to, and this is our file. And when you look at the properties here, you can see that there is a dash because it's a file, and here you have the first set of permissions belonging to the owner or the user, primary user, the owner of the specific file. And then here you have only read permissions for the group, and read permissions only for the other. So when you do that, and the next thing, let's say I want to, so I've created that, and now I'm gonna exit so that I can switch to become the other user. That's user B that I have already created. You can watch my previous videos to learn how to add users. I believe in one of the two previous videos in this series. In this series, I also showed you how you can add users. But there will be a deeper look at users management and group management in my future videos. So subscribe so that you make sure that you get notified when that video is out. So I'm gonna become user B, and you see here it's user B. Ignore all of that stuff. So we do that. So now we have become user B, and if we go to the temp file here, the directory, if you go to the temp directory, so I am in there, and now what I want to do, I want to delete, I want to remove this file here, the file that I created. So you see, if you ls, you know, the file is here that I created, that user A created, but now user B going into this temporary directory, they can also see the file here. So I'm gonna clear the screen. So we know that the file is there. So let's try now to remove it. You see here, if I say yes, Y or yes, cannot remove my sticky, operation not permitted. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna exit now. So I'm gonna cease to being user B, and I'm gonna become root. So now that I become root, I'm gonna change some permissions here. So I'm gonna remove, you know, from other, I'm gonna remove the StickyBit permission that was attached to this file, to this folder here. So when I do that, now I will try to become again user B. So you see, I've become user B here. So I'm no longer root. And you know, the operation that I want to do here to remove my StickyBit, my sticky, didn't work. So now that I have changed permissions, I have removed, you see, other, because remember, this file was created by user A. User B can see it when he goes to or she goes to TMP directory, but they cannot delete it because there is the StickyBit attached to the file. As root, I have the power over all files and directories, the entire system, because you're the root user. So I can now modify permissions that have been assigned to the TMP directory. And to do that, so I remove the sticky bit here, the T. And when I do that, knowing that user B belongs to other, now user B can delete that file. So watch this. So now that we have done that, I will try to run the command again by sticky to remove. First we have to go to the temp directory, and then now we try to remove the file. So you press the tab key on your keyboard, it's gonna pre-fill the rest of the name of the file or directory. So now watch this. So I press S and it's been removed. So you can verify, and it's gonna give you this message here: no such file or directory. So that's how you can assign, you can set, you can use the sticky bit. So to put everything to where it should be, so I'm gonna become root again, and when I become root, what I'm gonna do the true mode. I'll do the V so that we can see what's happening, and I'm gonna put back the sticky bit for security reasons, and I do that. So you see it has changed from this to that. So we have added the T again, the sticky bit. And you can also do it the other way, like you can do this and then temp. So you see, let me try that. You see, so you can use this way, or you can use the other way. That's the octal form, or you can use the symbolic form. All right, so that pretty much concludes our video here, our demo on how you can set file permissions using the sticky bit. It also concludes this series. So watch out for the other videos that will be coming out, and I'm gonna ask you to I'll see you in the next video.